Has your opinion on Patrick Mahomes changed?
You trolling, huh?
Hey, I'm just asking, dog. Has your opinion on Patrick Mahomes changed? Has anybody came over to the JB side of things on that fence? Have you come over to my side on my fence? I just want to know. Please let me know. Have you come on over to my side? Because I'm curious. I didn't get a lot of DMs from the Queendom last night. How ironic. Big Smitty, we're starting to show off with a little JB, not a rant, but I guess it's a little JB segment that I'm fired up. It's Fired Up Friday.
Let's hear it.
Let me dive into this. Let me put the mic right here, dog. Let me dive into this real quick for everybody out there so we're clear. The Lions' physicality that I witnessed last night, setting the tone up front, offensive line-wise, takes backseat to nobody in the NFL. Their relentlessness on that team that MCDC has given them takes a backseat to nobody in the NFL. I want to be clear there and start there. Every excuse maker in Chiefs Queendom, I just want to be clear here, is saying how many drop balls occurred last night, right? Is that what we're seeing everywhere? That's all I'm seeing. Tony and this guy and that guy. That's all I'm seeing today. It's ironic, though, because if it weren't for a punt return last year in the Super Bowl and a horrible, horrific call against the Eagles, did the Chiefs win that Super Bowl?
They don't win that.
I'm just curious because I think Patrick Mahomes threw for 181 yards with Kelsey, but nobody's talking about that. So they probably lose that Super Bowl. Without a few key drops, Big Smitty, by the 49ers a couple years ago, the Chiefs lose that Super Bowl too. But why is nobody talking about the drop balls that occur against the Chiefs? Why did we only talk about the drop balls that happen with the Chiefs? I'm curious as to why this is so one-sided when yet I'm the only one that comes out every day and talks about the truth because it really don't mean nothing to me. So it is part of the game. Stop crying, Chiefs Queendom. This is part of the game. Y'all would have won. Y'all would have be all up in my DMs right now, Big Smitty. But I don't have many DMs from the Queendom today. It's ironic. I got a few DMs last night saying that I'm right, and I've been the only one I'm the only one standing on this pedestal for the last few years. And he's like, man, I got DMs saying, JB, I give you much love, dog. You're the only one that won't bend. You're the only one that's staying true to the whole take that you've been saying. Because I told you that. Like I'll eat crow and admit, but I'm not apologizing for shit. We didn't do nothing. I haven't said nothing. I'm telling you the truth. Here it is, Big Smitty. Can we please talk about the Lions missing players? Why is only Kelsey being discussed? Why are only the Chiefs drop balls being discussed? Why aren't we talking about Jared Goff having 4 batted balls at the line of scrimmage last night? Why are we talking about Williams not playing, who's a deep threat that would have opened up St. Brown even more, and the offense for the Lions could have been a lot more explosive? Why are we only talking about the Chiefs? Why aren't we talking about the young Lions who went up north to Burrowhead, and beat that team in front of a hostile environment? Why can't we give them the kudos for that? Y'all tell me every day, let's not downplay this, downplay that. Let's not downplay Prime and Dion for what he did. Let's not downplay Burrow for what he got. Let's not downplay Mahomes for winning the Super Bowl, only throwing for 180 yards. Then let's not downplay the Lions going to KC and winning, homie. Like, I'm tired of hearing it. Greeny this morning. I like Greeny on ESPN. I really do. Here's the thing. I woke up to get up, and Greeny's on there, and the first thing I heard him say was, quote, Mahomes is the greatest to ever do it at his position. Bart Scott and I both got up out the bed and looked at him. Bart Scott was there and said, what? Bart Scott, I love Bart Scott. And listen, this guy isn't God, people. This guy isn't God. Let's just be clear. This isn't a guy we haven't seen before. This isn't Dan Marino, John Elway, This isn't Tom Brady or even Aaron Rodgers. Let's just keep it real. This isn't a guy that we have never, ever seen. Like I've always said, Big Smitty, put Mahomes in Chicago. Like I've always said, and would the version we see of Mahomes today be the same version you see in Chicago? That's all I want to know. Because y'all swing so hard from this dude, but yet he would be the version you saw last night without Kelsey. No receivers and a bunch of average Joes. And someone who escapes the pocket, just so we're clear, when he doesn't have to. And someone who looks to run because his first read gets cloudy. But what do I know? For someone even with Hall of Fame wide receivers and tight ends playing underperforming and playing with him and underperforming in a Super Bowl like he has a couple times, he's not Elway, Marino, and Brady, dog. He's not Aaron Rodgers. Stop it. So please stop with this guy as something we've never seen. I have seen him plenty, and I've seen a much better version of him as well. I'll drop the mic on that and leave it to Big Smitty. That is what it is. People forget, Big Smitty. The dude had Tyreek Hill and Kelsey and still lost the Super Bowl. He's underperformed in Super Bowls with those same people. And now without those people, he looked really, really average. But what do I know? I'm just a hater. Not really. That is who he would be in Chicago every single week. And y'all would never even be talking about Mahomes. Let's just keep it funky.
That was strong, JB, man. Clap it up for you and to you. I may not agree with everything you said, but you are speaking from the heart, speaking with some passion, and I got to respect it. The question you asked for the poll question today was, has my opinion of Patrick Mahomes changed? I still think he's great, JB, but what I did learn last night is that he is no longer the most important piece to the Chiefs' success. That piece is Travis Kelce. We see this offense.
Always has been.
And listen, maybe I was late to the party, JB, but I'm here now. And seeing that offense run without Travis Kelce is night and day. It's night and day. Just seeing Mahomes back there without his safety net. He still made some good throws, but man, just throughout the game, the timing was off on some passes. He underthrew some guys, which you usually don't see for Patrick Mahomes. He's scrambling more outside, waiting, trying to find a guy to get open, and just seeing Mahomes in such duress when typically the offense that's led by Mahomes, led by Andy Reid, is much more smooth and much more free-flowing. But last night, it seems like the Chiefs offense just couldn't get into a consistent rhythm. Shout out to the Detroit Lions as well, though, for playing a really solid defense throughout the entire game. A lot of times, you know, I'm seeing online on social media, everyone wants to blame the Chiefs receivers for dropping the ball, dropping the passes, and making all these excuses for why the offense didn't perform well. And I get it. There were some drop passes, but there were drop passes on both sides. There's drop passes every single NFL game. Every single football game that you watch, there are drop passes. So I cannot blame it 100% on Kadarius Toney, although he did have a really bad game. I got to give some credit to the Detroit Lions because most of the world, most of the media going into the game had the Chiefs winning. Hell, I had the Chiefs winning.
Hey, so does anyone talk about the fumble Marvin Jones, former player of mine? Did anyone talk about Marvin Jones fumbling in the red zone?
No one's brought it up. The Lions were about to, at bare minimum, get a field goal. It was 3rd and 10 because I think Jared Goff it was a bad snap. He had to fall on the ball with the 3rd and 10. That play right there probably would have been a little short. They at least get 3. Bare minimum, they get 3. But knowing the Lions, they might fuck around and go for it, get the first down, and score a touchdown. But no one's talking about that. Everyone's just finding excuses for the Chiefs because Chiefs Kingdom, that's what they do. And that's my issue, JB. That's why Chiefs Kingdom don't like me, and I don't like them. I don't have no personal beef with the actual players on the team. Shout out to them. They're good. They're doing their thing. It's the deal.
I want to be clear. Me either. Because, listen, I see a chat right here talking about I had a cup of tea with the Chiefs. Why do I hate on them? Who said I hate on any of those players? I never liked the fan base when I was there, and I don't like it now. And I'm just telling you right now, y'all are a bunch of fair-weather fans. Y'all were wanting to get Andy Reid out of there when his son almost killed a person, and you got waxed by Tampa Bay. Everything that was going around in Kansas City was get rid of Andy Reid, and now y'all act like you never said it. Shut up. Miss me with soft
That's
fair
what,
weather.
JB, I'm right there with you. They're so wishy-washy. Even last night, Kadarius has a bad game. We all know it. They're
Now
out
they
there
all
booing
get
him.
him out of there, Smitty.
JB, they're booing him. First game of the season. He's going to be one of your key wide receivers this year, one of your key weapons, and you're booing the man at his lowest point. First game of the season. Like, come on, man. That's not what you do. You support your players. You support your teammates. It's not going to always be pretty. So now it makes me think, okay, what if Mahomes goes out there one game this season and throws 3 interceptions? You going to boo him? Like, come on, man. So that's why it's always been my issue with the Chiefs, because the fans are just so wishy-washy, JB, and I just can't respect it.
I'm tripping right now, Smitty. I don't see a lot of Chiefs fans in here today.
They don't want to. I'm telling you.
I thought I would see a lot of my fan base in here. I don't see them. I'm tripping. Why don't I see them today? I don't know, Big Smitty. I don't see them today. I don't think we're giving the Lions enough credit. Listen, I don't even have the Lions in the playoffs, Big Smitty.
See, which is interesting, and I do. I have them making the playoffs, but so for you though,
there's my boy Blake. Blake right here. Blake's in the house. I don't know where KCBD is, Blake, but Blake's a real one. Blake's gonna show up. Blake's gonna clap back at us because he knows it ain't just hate. He knows that's my true feeling. People think I troll, Big Smitty, or whatever that shit means, or I have a burner account. I'm like, I wish I would say some fake shit. I don't need no fake account. Right. I can say it on my own. Big Smitty be hitting me like, dog, don't say that shit because I'm on my own account. I don't need a burner. Shit.
Right. It's the realest show on the internet. It's the real show on the internet. But JB, real quick, I do want to talk about the Detroit Lions a little bit more, man, because right now everybody's just talking about the Chiefs and what the Chiefs didn't do or did do or how they beat themselves. No, man, let's give some credit to Detroit Lions, to Dan Campbell, to Jared Goff. He started the game off a little rocky, a little rusty. He's one of the only players, one of the few quarterbacks who didn't play any of the preseason. So obviously he's going to start the game and be a little rusty. But about that middle of that second drive, that third drive, Jared Goff started to get in the rhythm. They started making big time passes to St. Brown and Josh Reynolds, former Rams guy, and he really started getting the rhythm, really controlled that offense. Had one touchdown. I think the Lions offense will definitely be more explosive as the season goes, but he made plays when he needed to make plays, and he didn't make major mistakes. And that was the key, and that's what won the game for him. And their defense, like I said, man, shout out to the Lions defense, man. You said at the start of this show, JB, just out-physical the Chiefs. Up front on the line, on the defensive side, and on the offensive side, man. There was a few big-time runs, man, where the O-line was just driving back the defensive line. And if I'm Chris Jones, I'm in the front office right now with a smile on my face, looking at them like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And if I'm Travis Kelce, right after last night's game, I would have went straight up to the GM and said, give me Patrick Mahomes' contract right now. I need 500 M's, because that's how important Travis Kelce is to that Kansas City Chiefs team. We seen it last night. It's validated. It's verified. And don't give me, it's just one game, because another example, as soon as Tom Brady left and won a Super Bowl, what do we say? The Patriots did it because of Brady. It wasn't because of Belichick. After one fucking season, we were quick to jump on the bandwagon. So don't be wishy-washy. If you're going to be quick to jump on the bandwagon in one scenario, keep that same energy over here. And
let me ask you, Blake, Jags fan said Mahomes played in the conference championship every year he started. Do you even know how great that is? Do you even know, on the flip side, that he's never played a road game in the playoffs? Why doesn't that get talked about, dog? Part of it is because Andy Reid and that organization is great. That's a you problem for other folks. If that team were to play, is going to play at home every week, kudos to them. But also have the same energy that you're talking about right here by talking about why you never mentioned them never having a road playoff game. Because this year they're going to play on the road, my fine friend. Just get ready. I'm just telling you right now. But let's get into some more intricate, a little more deeper into this dive. I got to ask you something, Smitty. Why did this happen last night?
Ooh, Joe Burrow became the highest paid player in NFL history. But if you guys didn't notice, when did they announce it, JB?
5 minutes before kickoff. And Burrowhead. That shit is comical. I was clapping it up, smoking a stick, sipping some yak, and I was laughing. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, young Joey Beeb and Burrowhead. He was like, this is still Burrowhead on mine. That motherfucker dropped a hood check on him. He was like, this is Burhead on mine. And I'm just telling you right now, that's what he said last night, and that's what the organization did. And guess what I saw?
What?
The Chiefs, media, and all these different platforms coming after. They were making videos, Smitty, about how unprofessional the Bengals are and how sad it is that they had to drop that news before kickoff and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what?
They're
You
being
guys are so sensitive, homie, but when you win, you're all up in everybody else's DMs talking that shit, but now you're not. I don't see. I hear. Oh, no. First down. Why you calling me slap? Don't have it, Big Smitty. I thought I had a crickets thing.
I'm like, what is he looking for right now? What is he looking for?
Every goddamn thing on my board. I got no crickets, but it is crickets.
Yeah.
It is straight crickets out here in Kansas City. Why?
Because JB, listen, they are front runners. When they're winning, they can talk trash. They can rub it in your face, be on Twitter showing out. But when they lose, they get quiet. Keep that same energy. Don't talk trash when you win it and then get quiet when you lose. Talk trash the whole entire time. Michael Jordan said it best. If y'all saw the Last Chance documentary, or not the Last Chance, what was the Last Ride, whatever it's called. He said it's easy to talk trash when you're up, but it's hard to do it when it's 0-0 even ground. And the Chiefs Kingdom, man, that's what you see, man. And listen, I had no problem with it, JB. I thought it was gangster because the Bengals is the one team that does not back down from the Chiefs. They're not scared of them. Joe Burrow ain't scared of them. Their teammates ain't scared of them. He has a winning record against Patrick Mahomes. I think Mahomes only beat him like one time, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I have to fact check that, but they are the one team that's like they want all the smoke. They want the best version of you, and they're not backing down.
But you know why? You know why fan bases are so fair weathered and get quiet when they lose and when they're loud when they win? Because they're fan boys. They never played the game. They never coached the game. They have not a clue what those players are going through on the highs and the lows. They have no issue. They can't differentiate, Big Smitty, the difference between me talking shit about a fan base and me talking shit about a team. I've never, not one time, called Patrick Mahomes out his name. Not once. Show me where it is. I said he's a mid-average, overrated quarterback in a gimmicky system. Show me where that is a personal attack.